Puss in Boots, the Clever Cat. Once upon a time, in a little village, there lived a miller who had 3 sons. When the miller passed away, he left each of his sons something special. The youngest son, named Jack, received only a cat. Now, Jack wasn't too happy about inheriting just a cat. He sighed and said to the cat, "Well, I suppose you'll have to earn your keep somehow." But this was no ordinary cat. It was a clever cat with big dreams for Jack. One day, the cat padded up to Jack and said, "Master, don't worry. I have a plan that will make us both rich and happy. All I need is a bag and a pair of boots." Jack was puzzled, but decided to trust his cat. He got the cat a fancy pair of boots and a stylish bag. The cat then put on the boots and strutted around proudly. "Now watch, Master," said the cat with a twinkle in his eye. The cat with boots and bag then went out into the nearby fields where the king's carriage was passing by. He waited until the carriage was near and then leaped in front of it, crying, "Help! Help! My master, the Marquis of Carabas, is drowning in the river." The king's carriage screeched to a halt, and the king leaned out the window, curious to see what was happening. "What's this?" he asked. The cat bowed deeply and said, "Your Majesty, my master, the Marquis of Carabas, was out hunting when his clothes were stolen by thieves. They threw him into the river, and he would have drowned if I hadn't come along to help." The king was impressed by the cat's bravery and by the idea of meeting a marquis. "Take me to this Marquis of Carabas at once," he commanded. The cat led the king's carriage to a nearby castle that belonged to a wicked ogre. The cat knew the ogre was out hunting, so he told Jack to play along and pretend the castle belonged to him. When the king arrived, the cat bowed and said, "Your Majesty, welcome to the castle of my master, the Marquis of Carabas." Jack, still not sure what was happening, played along as the cat instructed. The king was amazed by the grandeur of the castle and by Jack's supposed wealth. "Marquis," said the king, "you must be a very wealthy man indeed." Jack, catching on to the cat's plan, nodded and smiled. "Yes, Your Majesty," he said, "I am indeed fortunate." From that day on, the king visited Jack often, and the cat continued to impress him with tales of the Marquis's bravery and generosity. Jack soon became good friends with the king and even fell in love with the princess, who was kind and beautiful. As for the cat, he was happy to see Jack's dreams come true. He had cleverly used his wits and boots to create a new life for Jack, proving that even the smallest and simplest things can lead to great adventures and riches. The story of Puss in Boots teaches us about the power of cleverness and resourcefulness. It shows that with wit and determination, even the most unlikely situations can turn into great success. The cat's loyalty and cunning helped Jack achieve his dreams and win the heart of the princess. It encourages children to believe in themselves and to always use their intelligence to overcome challenges.